This thought has also been expressed by Hofstadter 1979. The main theme in Hofstadter's work is that any sufficiently strong representational system in mathematics, music, art, language, or computer science alike has the ability to self-reference. This ability means a Gödelian trap opens up at its core. That is, a sentence can be constructed that says of itself that it cannot be proven, if such a sentence is true. Not all truths can be proven within the system. If it is not true, the system is able to prove falsehoods, so a representational system is either incomplete or inconsistent. This is similarly true for the category of self in language, leading Hofstadter to claim that I is a strange loop 2007. In other words, the category I is the Gödelian hole in the system of language. What Gödel did for mathematics, Hegel did for language. That is, Gödel took a formal system and turned its attention to itself. Similarly, Hegel uses language to analyze language, hoping to determine the limits of the knowledge that can be achieved within it. Completion of this project brings about what Hegel calls self-consciousness of the absolute, Selbsterkenntnis der Absoluten, compare Pepper's Act 1987, in light of the above. One might say that this is the height of humankind's awareness of its own strange loopiness. Dirk Damsma, How Language Informs Mathematics, new quote asterisk asterisk, being the science of the abstract determination of quantity, mathematics can only portray one side of reality. Between it and physics, there is already an essential difference, a node, a transition to the new quality, for physics already researches matter from the qualitative essential side. Its molecules, atoms and electrons, are no longer in different relationships in which mutually differing things can emerge without changing their quality, but precisely molecules. Atoms and electrons in the wholeness of their particularity, the specific way they rise and develop. Therefore, physics cannot be reduced to mathematics. The role of mathematics in science is limited. This standpoint is diametrically opposed to that of Kant, according to which science is only worthy of the name to the extent that mathematics finds a place in it. By coming out against the fetishization of quantity, which after all is only a reflection of the abstract money-trading relations of the bourgeois order, Hegel in this case actually burst apart the framework of bourgeois philosophy. But if mathematics owes its origins to practice, if it reflects real relations and conditions, derived from material reality, albeit in a completely abstract and distorted form, therefore it must be dialectical. For dialectics, so-called objective dialectics, prevails throughout nature. Engel's Dialectics of Nature, p.211. And the dialectics in our head is only a reflection of real development which takes place in the realm of nature and of human society, and which follows the dialectical forms. Letter to Conrad Schmidt, November 1st, 1891. This mystical in Hegel himself, because the categories appear as pre-existing and the dialectics of the real world as their mere reflection. Dialectics of Nature, p. 203. And actually, as we have already said, Engels held that higher mathematics was dialectical since the introduction of variables by Descartes brought into them at the same time movement, and therefore also dialectics. Hegel correctly noted that new qualitative and dialectically internally contradictory moments thus penetrated into mathematics, but he overlooked what Engels emphasized. That is to say that mathematics itself was thus forced, although unconsciously, and against its will, to become dialectical, and that therefore the dialectic of the development of its basic concepts and methods must be sought within mathematics itself. From the dialectical materialist conception of mathematics as a depiction, although extremely abstract, of the laws of motion of material reality, it follows that dialectical materialism has a much higher estimation of the role of mathematics than Hegel did. Engels particularly emphasizes that a knowledge of mathematics and natural science is necessary for a conception of nature which is dialectical and at the same time materialist. Anti-Düring, although he does not overlook the difficulties of applying it to the various branches of knowledge, and particularly emphasizes that the differential calculus, for the first time, makes it possible for natural science to represent mathematically processes and not only states. Dialectics of Nature, Ernst Kuhlmann, Hegel, and Mathematics.